Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. The voice of the Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atin sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero, sugo, todo sa kayod, tunong at tulong. Lipad na Blue Eagle, galing hiding at tigil.
Meron? Ano nga ba ang meron? Paano nga bang mabuhay ng tapat sa meron? Don't you wish you can relive your philo classes? The terror teachers? The terrible oral exams? Or the even terrifying but liberating and life-changing aha moments? Lundagin Mo Beybeh! Here's your chance! Lundagin Mo Beybeh! Kasama ang mga pilosopong sina Jovi Miroy at Ron Capinding. Lundagin Mo Beybeh! Leaping upward, leaping forward. Lundagin Mo Beybeh! Leaping to greater heights, to greater wisdom, to greater magis. Lundag na, Ateneo!
hapon sa lahat ng ating tagapakinig.
Magandang
Hapon,
My
Lunes
God.
ng hapon sa inyo lahat. Thank you. I'm so good to see you again, Sir Jovi.
Yun naman ang ating background, Sir Ron.
Oo nga, ito Merry Help of Christians na regalo sa akin ng aking kaibigang Salesian priest. Yun nga.
Ano ba yan? Si Don Bosco yan, nasa likod? O si... yung nahalabing yan, ano?
Si Saint Camillus naman.
Saint Camillus. Saint Camillus.
Okay, ba't binigay sa akin nung nag-choreograph ako? Anyway, so magandang hapon sa inyo lahat dito sa isa na namang kabanata ng Lundagin Mo Beybeh. At dito, nag-uusap-usap tayo. Hindi natin alam, minsan filosopiko, minsan hindi. At para maunawaan at makita at maliwanagan sa ilang mga bagay. Ngayon, tulad ng pinag-uusapan namin ni Sir Jovi kanina.
Sobrang exciting ang ating palabas ngayong hapon.
Alam niyo po, hindi niyo po na itatanong. May mga tanong kasi kami sa mga kasalukuyan nangyayari na ayaw namin sagutin ni Sir Jovi. At gusto namin imibita ng mga taong sasagot noon imbis na kami
mas matapang sa amin. Hindi naman. Hindi ko alam mo mas matapang sa atin. Pero siguro mas veterano sa pagligkas ng katotohanan.
Pero parang sinasabi nyo na mas matanda kami kasi sa inyo.
Hindi naman.
Darating tayo dyan, Bibeth. Ayun, narinig nyo na. So Ron, you might as well introduce our guest.
Ipinagkakapuri po namin ang kahanga-hanga, katangi-tangi na mga panauhin namin ngayong hapong ito sa aming programa Lundagin Mo Beybeh para sa aming programang pinamagatang Merienda Cena, kasama sina Direk Bibeth
Ikaw dapat paliwanag dahil ikaw ang nag-isip niyan, Merienda Cena.
Kasi sila walang iba. So, sabi ko na po, si Direk Bibeth Orteza at si Direk Carlitos Siguion Reyna. Maraming salamat po.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My God.
Ang amin pong papaksain ngayon ay napakalawak pero sila na rin po siguro magbibigay ng bakuran doon.
Pwede magtanong? Pwede magtanong?
Pwede po, Miss Bibeth.
Buhok mo talaga yan, Ron?
Oo, yes ma'am. Ay naku, mga 2 buwan na takot naman.
May pagka 60s, throwback sa 60s.
Bagsak talaga ang buhok ko.
Natawa ako
ating tanong ngayon, ang ating tanong ngayon na gusto nating pagpatulong sagutin sa ating mga panauhin ngayon ay kung Vadis Pilipinas, saan ka nagmamarka, saan ka patungo, saan
ba tayo patungo, no?
Oo nga.
Sinong maunang sumagot?
Bago natin sagutin, una po, baka gusto niyo pong bumate, ito po ay radio show na may radius na 10 kilometers.
Pero parang
kayong gusto.
Si Direk Carlitos Siguion Reyna ay alumnus ng Ateneo, no? Direk, anong batch kayo ng Ateneo?
1979.
Oh my gosh.
High school or college po?
College yun.
College. Okay.
But also high school, right? Did you also study high school?
Yes.
In Ateneo.
75, yeah. High school. Well, 16 years.
Yes, so true blue. I know that for a fact kasi si Miss Bibeth lagi binabanggit na yun daw palagi ang banggaan dyan. May mga atenista at may mga taga-UP rito. At yung kabilang kampo ay palaging si Direk Carlos at siya naman yung kabilang kampo na taga-UP.
Pero ano yun palagi ko naman sinasabi sa lahat ng mga atenista na may girlfriend o fiancé na taga-UP, kailangan talaga kami ng mga atenista. Tingnan mo si Dan Villegas.
Oo nga.
Ay, ng girlfriend at fiancé na. Si Antoinette Hadaon UP yun.
Antoinette Hadaon is UP.
Kasalanan ba namin na mas kailangan nyo kami kasi kailangan namin sa inyo?
Kailangan namin kayo. Isang malaking pagkatuto yung amin naranasan nung naging bisita namin si Ma'am Bibeth sa Tangalang Ateneo sa marami mga bagay. Habang nagtatangal, habang hindi nagtatangal, marami. So mga sweet memories namin yun sa kasama siya.
But sige. I had a great time working with the kids sa Tangalang Ateneo. I must let you know that.
Thank you.
It was really refreshing to see an actor, a major theater actor like Ron Capinding at the mercy of his daughter, Danny. I'm sorry. I had to say that.
And even if I haven't met him, I also became very fond of Rafa. Pinapakita niya lahat ng text niya at mga ano sa'yo. Yeah, so,
Nakakainis yung bata yun.
Congratulations nga pala, no, Ron, doon sa, ano yun, yung play ninyo. Dolorosa.
Ay, opo. Thank you very much.
Ganda.
Yun nga, talagang itong pamilyang to, kahit through Ma'am Bibeth, medyo parang ang pakiramdam ko, napakalapit na sa aking puso dahil sa mga balita. Yun nga po.
No. Huwag natin munang pag-usapan si Rafa Siguion Reyna dito ha. Dahil nainis ako sa kanya, humihingi ako ng halik ng Mother's Day. Ang sagot ba naman sa akin, hindi raw niya ako hahalikan hanggang hindi gumagawa ng tama ang gobyerno.
Kailan kaya yun, Ma'am Bibeth?
So parang makakatikim pa ba ako ng halik sa anak kong lalaki?
O hindi na.
I've been also meaning to, kasi nakita ko rin yung mga post yung Ma'am Bibeth, lalo na si Direk Carlos. Kamakailan din po ay pumanaw si Direk Peke Galyaga.
Yeah.
At yung nakita ko yung malaking pagdadalamhati ng lahat. Matagal na, kumusta po? Hindi ko po siya kilala, pero isa rin siya sa tinitingala ko at palagay ko isa siya sa mga malaking yaman ng ating industriya.
Si Peke, ano yun berdeng-berde talaga yun. Lasal yun
Lasal pa.
Lasalista naman yun.
Lasalista yun, grade school, high school, hanggang college at nagturo pa sa Lasal and a large part of his life talaga dinedicate niya talaga sa Lasal. And ang asara naming biruan ni Peke, pag sinasabi ko sa kanya, wow, you're so great, you're so cultured, you could pass for an Atenean.
Oh my gosh!
Pero yun si Peke was really, one of the things I really, well, aside from the fact na he was really, really a great filmmaker, okay, maganda siyang kasama kasi he's talagang what you see is what you get. It's very candid and very open and honest. Kaya, alam mo naman, maganda talaga kung you can relate to somebody na ganon. So, I mean, it's always better na, kumbaga, it's really helpful kung kasama, the people that you talk to are ganon Really. And then, like I said in my post nga, magandang community service niya. Aside from him being a great filmmaker again, he was very, tumutulong siya talaga. He was very supportive and nagpo-promote siya talaga ng free expression in journalism and in the arts. So he will be very much missed.
Yes. Okay. And kumusta ngayon sa bahay niyo po? Kumusta, how are you spending these quarantine times?
Wala tayong ganyan.
Si Bibeth may kausap. Okay.
Hindi, kasi
Very at home si Bibeth.
Okay lang. Naghahanap ako ng...
Kasama na yan sa charm ng ating mga bagong estilo ng palabas ngayon. Nakikita natin yung mga tao sa bahay nila at may mga aksidenteng mga papel silang nagagampanan habang nangyayari.
Hindi, nagpapahanap ako ng extra ilaw. In the quarantine. Okay. Hindi nila ako pinapalabas ng bahay. Because I have a lot of comorbidities. I have diabetes. I'm hypertensive. I have asthma. As a matter of fact, when my brother, the doctor, the frontliner who passed away, remember him?
Condolences.
Yeah. Thank you. I wanted to visit him before he was going to get into the hospital, and then my brother said, "No, I don't think it's a good idea for you to visit me because you're older than I am and you have a lot more comorbidities than I do." Because yung brother ko, si Bimbo, he only had diabetes. I had a lot more to worry about. So I was not allowed, and that was really hard for me kasi, you take that people you love die, diba? what's so hard is yung walang closure. Yung
I
parang
see. Yeah.
may nagbalita lang sa'yo, o yung kapatid mo namatay na, ano yun, chismis? Ano yung balita? Ano yung fake news? Parang diba, death is, you need to see the body of the person who passed away. Wala, even when he was being cremated na, I was asking for permission. Ano yun talagang dramang higit pa sa Dolorosa yun. Talagang umiiyak ako. I was begging na papuntahin ako, payagan ako pumunta sa cremation. Hindi ako papasok. Sabi ko, sa labas lang ako. Sasamahan ko lang yung aking sister-in-law, tsaka yung mga pamangkin, at mga kapatid ko na nakatira sa area na yun. Hindi rin ako talaga pinayagan. So, yun ang all my other friends who lost loved ones in this period, it's the same thing that we always talk about and keep on going back to. You accept the death. What's harder to accept is walang closure. Did he really die? Did he really go? Chismis lang ba ito? So,
thanks for sharing, Bibeth.
Yeah.
So the pandemic really touches you very closely, no? But it seems to have not stopped you from being engaged with goings on in our country. So I guess we let you and Direk have a few minutes on. you can rant for a while about what's going on, because you told me to look at your post today. Medyo cryptic, mas cryptic pa sa mga posts ko. So I will let you explain your post today.
Inuuna.
Well,
Direk, yeah.
ako, I didn't post today, pero I'm just really worried. I'm really concerned lang about, we've been working sa industry. Just in case mag-reopen ang shoots, well, we've come up with our protocols. We have an inter-guild alliance, no? Yung mga Directors Guild of the Philippines, and then the LPS, yung bagong Cinematographers Guild, and then some other production designers group. There are sound people, sound production houses and post production houses, editors. And then in consultation with the producers, we've come up with an inter-guild alliance protocol, parang just in case kung mag-shoot ulit. And we finish it, and we will be publishing it today. Mamaya mga 5. It should be anytime now. Pero ang kasi, at the same time, we're not necessarily, in fact, a lot of us are not advocating or recommending going out to shoot. But we just came up with something just in case it's safer to go out, para hindi tayo, para handa lang. But the thing is, really, in the time of during this time, and itong mga bagong balita nga na yung mga there will be people coming from abroad na hindi na idadaan sa tawag doon sa testing, quarantine. Yeah. It's really parang ang lax, at saka parang I really wonder kung ano ba ang plano talaga. Is it parang, at saka apparently bumababa na rin ang coverage na sasagutin ng PhilHealth, no? I mean, from the time that it started to, in COVID-related coverage nila. So, I just really wonder, ano talaga ba yung plano? I get the feeling lang na we're not as vigilant, and we're not as hard on it as other countries are. Kaya it's really hard to recommend. I mean, parang gusto lang ipa-under na yung economy. Pero, without really covering people's, getting people prepared for getting the economy up and going again. What are these preparations? The testing, the verification that things are safe, the quarantines and stuff like that. Parang wala eh.
Para bang foolhardy or just lack of plan?
Yeah, pero
I don't know, parang it's like taking parang parang pinapain lahat tayo to they will not put up more money to cover for the health conditions of people, para pabalikin na lang and bahala na lang. That people, parang ewan ko if this is, I think this will really cost us a lot. I mean, I think a lot of people
and I
sick
think
and will die, and what will happen, di ba?
Yes, yes. So you're wondering about
I'm just really
what's
concerned.
behind it. Yeah.
I'm just really concerned. I'm not even sure if we're getting accurate information about the number of deaths. If we're even getting accurate information about this first wave, much less about the second wave that will surely come, that I fear will surely come from this yung premature getting people, lifting the quarantine. Wala, lifting the quarantine, pero are more people getting tested? It doesn't appear that way.
Yeah. Miss Bibeth.
All right. Thanks, Direk.
And also, at this point, who is telling the truth? I mean, like kanina, pagising ko ng umaga, merong news sa Philippine Star at saka sa Philippine Daily Inquirer. Ang sabi nila, meron daw mga OFW na tumakas from quarantine. Okay? But at the same time, you go through the other sites, you also see the OFWs also have their own side, which includes yung kaya daw umalis yung mga tumakas kasi 25 days na silang in quarantine, wala pa yung results ng kanilang test. Dapat 14 lang. So, syempre, you just arrived from another country, you're there, 25 days ka na, na-test ka na, wala pang result, and you're getting paranoid. Will I die? Ano mangyayari? Mamamatay ako rito, hindi ko na makikita ang pamilya. Oh, these fears are normal. I'm not saying it's correct, but as I posted in my Facebook account kanina, people will always break the quarantine, the ECQ and all these rules, so long as the big names that we see breaking quarantine rules don't get punished.
Yeah.
They're unpunished. So syempre, anong gagawin nung iba? Tatakas din ako. Sabihin nila, gagawin ko rin ito. Pwede naman palang magmanyanita . Hindi lang siya pwede magmanyanita. Pwede rin palang, at sa mismong gitna ng pandemic, pwede pala tayong mag-cancel ng franchise ng isang network. Kahit na sinabi natin na we will give a provisional franchise. Yung mga ganon, sa puntong ito, sino ba ang nagsasabi ng totoo? Like for instance, the midnight trip that President Duterte took going to Davao, I understand that he needed and wanted to see his family. Ang excuse, the official excuse that the spokesman Harry Roque gave was that he wanted to personally inspect Davao. And again, that's understandable. But I have 2 points to make.
Yes.
Bakit ipinaglihim ang alis niya? Kung talagang ma-justify pala nila yon, na he had to check on what was going on in his hometown, why didn't they tell us openly? Why was it a secret? Why did we find out that he flew to Davao at a time na they just announced na walang domestic flights? Pagkatapos lumarga, nalaman na lang natin, nasa Davao na yung mama. Number 2, kung talagang importante na ma-check niya yung sitwasyon sa Davao, naintindihan ko yun, importante yun. Sino ba mayor ng Davao?
Yung anak niya.
Hindi siya pwede magtiwala sa anak.
Oo nga.
He cannot ask his daughter how are things there. So he had to take, there's nothing wrong with the president wanting to go, even in a time of pandemic. Pero naraman na lang natin after the fact. What was that after the fact for? Why
So
what
are the possible inferences, Ma'am Bibeth? Ang pwede ma-infer doon, bakit natatakot na rin siya? I don't know. What could be inferred there? Pati tuloy ako na insecure tuloy in interpreting that. Dahil sinikreto mo, ang pwede mong isipin doon, Dahil, ano ba? Wala. Hindi ko alam eh. It's
Ayoko.
nakaka-insecure.
Mahirap to talk about kung mga unfair, imply kasi nangkukulong sila eh.
Kukulong na nga. Kukulong, oo. We really need to be careful.
Yeah. Sila nangkukulong. Ikaw ikukulong. We can and also of course, you know, well, I'm 66 years old, no? I would insist I look 45. But ang problem ko pa na isa is, I didn't really expect that I'd go through something like this in my lifetime. Twice.
Yeah.
How you mean that? Yeah.
At ako nga, ewan ko, I'm gonna say something na, I would say na, si Marcos at least kinda respected the law in that may mga inayos sila, may mga binali sila, o kailangan ganito. Ito wala. Sinasabi sa atin, hindi martial law ito. We respect your freedom. Wala natin. Pero lahat bawal, dami kulong. So, ano ba talaga?
Yung kay Marcos, at least it seemed and it appeared well regulated and based on the law, kahit na parang alam mong dinoktor. Pero ito parang wala. Labagin natin. Huwag natin sundin yan. Yeah, yes. Yeah, agree. Ito rin po, isa pang tanong. Imagine, move on tayo sa topic, no? Hindi namin pwedeng palampasin to. Kayo po parehong nasa arts. Bago ko tanungin yung Vadis Pilipinas, ano po ang itsura ng arts na ito? Sir Carlitos, I don't know, but I know you as a film person, but just in the recent years, you just also plunged into theater world, and theater seems to be the most badly hit. So, paano po kayo? Ano pong hindi ko alam, thoughts ninyo? Thoughts na lang para general. I don't want to say, ano pong mangyayari?
Yeah, hindi, yun na nga mahirap sagutin kasi people naman in theater and in live theater at saka, we're all quarantined, di ba? Well, ngayon medyo nagli-lift na pa, but essentially, apektado talaga ang theater and films, yung theatrical films, cinema. Kasi kahit na even if you're ready to shoot o kaya even if you're ready to produce something on stage, mahirapan talaga to invite the audience back to the cinemas or to the theaters for live theater. Because we do have a responsibility also, safety first naman, hindi lang naman tayo sa industries natin, but also to the audience, no? So may responsibility yun. So ngayon, iba-iba mga iniisip ng mga tao to be doing more things online, to go back to school, to be going teaching online also, and to come up with entertainment or not, yung mga presentations online. And I think those are useful, no? Parang everybody's adjusting. Of course, there is that meron siyang mga debates, mga debates going on. Is this theater or is this, something else or what?
Yeah.
And I think it's an interesting debate. But in the end, it's really, ako naman, I think it's not theater, it's not film, it's something else. It just, but it is something that we could make of it what we will, no? But so I think the important thing is so long as we communicate, we make the viewing audience who wants to watch these things to watch.
Direk, how many of the readings have you done already? I saw that you have been doing a lot of the. Are those readings or performances?
Yung kay Missy Maramara.
Yes. Is that for repertory or?
No, those are yung mga kay Missy. It's just a private thing that we kind of just get actors together and we cast and then we read for each other, parang read existing plays, whether it's local or foreign material, and just parang just to keep the juices going, parang practice and to keep everybody active lang. But it's not a public thing. I've appeared in 2 of the open house events, yung fundraising online events for open house, which is run by PhilStage and some other Spit and ganyan, and the Vadis companies. So, yun ang mga nagagawa ko in the last few weeks. And pero the thing is, it's not itong mga presentations na ginagawa for online ng theater people and some film people. It's definitely not theater, it's not film, pero we can make of it what we want to make of it. The important thing is we communicate naman, and we allow the audience to feel something that we are feeling through this form, whether you call it an internet, digital, whatever form it is. But it's important is the communication and to keep a sense of community, even if it's not a live community. We have a sense of community.
Yeah. Community is very important, especially since they have not given a major network franchise. No?
Yeah.
So, Ron, does that satisfy you? That's from Direk Carlitos already.
Tama si Direk. Si Missy herself has invited me to mga 4 na yata. Wala lang. It's a very private thing just to keep the juices running. Kasi nga, kailangan din namin, more for our sake, hindi naman for our audience, para mas habang naghahanap ka ng outlet. Kasi yun na nga yung bug ang kailangan mong alagaan ngayon. Sabihin natin, hindi pwede magpalabas, pero may kati. So, yun yan. Miss Bibeth, halimbawa, yung writing mo, is it, madali ba magsulat kayo? Mas mahirap o ano?
Well, when I'm grieving, it's so hard for me to write. Like the morning after Mengi Covarrubias passed away, I got a text from a film theater actress, and then she said, Pocholo Concepcion of Inquirer is asking you for 3 or 4 lines about Mengi Covarrubias. And then I said, but that's a relationship that began in 1974. How can you just devote 4 lines to a person?
Yeah.
Sabi ko, let me write that. Because si Mengi, nandun siya sa Heart of Emptiness is Black. And then when my mother-in-law made the mistake of running for a political position in Makati, si Mengi ang kanyang close-in aide. We've made trips abroad, and then kasama namin si Mengi. Paano ko makukompresyo ng ng 6?
Yeah, 4 lines.
And then, before that pa, si Mengi, duwag yun sa mga usaping doktor, ospital, mapamahiin. And even when we were in college, ganun siya. So, ayaw niya magpa-intubate, no? Sabi ni Mengi, ayoko because intubation is a sign of death. I convinced him to intubate because my brother at that time was already in the hospital. Sabi ko kay Mengi, andyan si Bimboy, nasa ICU. But he's getting better because he's been intubated. Why don't you have yourself intubated? Pumayag. Because dun sa aking pakiusap, ang last niya na text sa akin that night, thank you, Mare, I love you. Next morning, he was gone. Okay? March 26 na wala si Mengi. Hindi ko maisulat. Kasi when I was about to write tungkol sa kanya na, yung kapatid ko naman, April 8 ang nawala. Paano ko sila isusulat? I mean, yung tell yourself that you want to write about the truth, but what is the truth? Death that you did not confront, death that you did not see, binalita lang kayo sa'yo sa telepono. Parang ang hirap, hindi ako makasulat. Tapos naghalo na yung galit, naghalo na yung grief.
Okay.
Hindi ko, I couldn't, naiingit ako sa mga ibang taong nakakapagsulat ng galit na galit. Ako, hindi ko kaya. I was, like even, ang nadamay, yung VLF, because Carlitos and I my script got into the VLF. No? Magandang, Bituing Marikit. Ang decision ng VLF, gawa na lang ng online for the first time kasi nga, experiment lang, tingnan natin if it will work, no? But tapos may nagsabi pa sa akin na friend, Bibeth, baka hindi ka mahirapan dyan kasi ma-adjust mo yung script na medyo ilalapit mo sa TV because ang lawak ng background mo sa writing for television. Sabi ko, true, but hindi kaya ng puso ko. I had to beg off. Kasi yung aming material ni Carlitos deals with death. Ang hirap naman, Ron.
Yeah.
Hindi ko ma-deadma.
Oh.
Hindi ko ma-deadma yung sakit ng puso ko. So nagpaalam ako at okay naman yung bagong yung bagong head ng VLF si JK Anicoche at saka yung aming mother dragon na si Nikki Garde Torres.
Yeah.
They understood where I was in and pinayagan nila ako. Next year, nandun na yung aking yung aming VLF.
Thank you. Nakikiramay talaga ako, Ma'am Bibeth. Okay.
Pero tuloy yung PLF now in the sense that they're putting it online, no?
Yeah.
I think most of it, yeah.
Yeah, anyway, VLF essentially is really a celebration of new writing, di ba? So yung theater, mahalaga yon, pero pwede yun nga po mangalawa. Basta itampok lang natin yung nasulat na bago. Parang yun ang pinaka malaking bagay naman sa VLF.
Tawa nga ng tawa si Ibarra Mateo kasi yung announcement niya ng VLF results, ang nilagay niya sa kanyang Facebook post, sabi niya, Bibeth Orteza and 5 other VLF virgins admitted and 5 other virgins admitted. Tapos may nagsabi sa akin na ang bongga mo naman sa comment niya ni Mr. Ibarra kasi sabi niya separate ka, star billing. So I had to clarify it. Sabi ko, hindi po star billing 'yon. Hindi lang talagang magawang isulat ni Ibarra Mateo na ang reference niya sa akin virgin. Kasi sabi niya, kasi after Katsuri, do I say you're a virgin? So, yun.
Oo nga, kaya alam na writer ka sa Katsuri, tapos bigla. Yeah.
So, yun.
So, Sir Direk at Miss Bibeth, itong tanong nito na Quo Vadis na naisip niya, itong Latin na tanong na ito, Quo Vadis. Saan nga ba? Sa pananaw ninyo, alam ko wala namang may monopoly ng mga pananaw dito. No? At sabi nyo nga, hindi rin natin alam ang talagang pinakatotoo. Sa kalagayan natin ngayon na parang listless and nalilito, saan ba tayo? Ano ba nakikita natin? Pag natapos tong 2020 o pagdating ng 2021, ano po ba? Ano po bang, how are we? Where do you think we are heading?
Tama ba yung question mo? Quo Vadis? O di ba dapat COVID? COVIDis, Philippines?
I think subliminally doon na-inspire si Sir Jovi kaya naisip yung Quo Vadis. Kasi may pan sa COVID.
Di ba?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know kung honestly, hindi ko talaga makita parang sa akin. Parang the best thing to do is talagang to self-quarantine until ma-flatten yung curve. At saka, there are too many things, too many moving parts na hindi natin alam. Hindi natin alam kung anong totoong reports because may mga reports from private hospitals that mataas ang number of deaths. Tapos pagdating sa public announcement ng government, mababa yung number. So we don't really know where we are in number of deaths. I mean, I don't feel confident that we have the right information. Tapos and then we don't know how we are sa testing. So, di ba, yung dalawang yon is, wala pa vaccine, no? And then they say that meron na yatang, parang they're closer to a medicine than to a vaccine. But, so ako, short of that vaccine or that medicine, parang it's really hard to forecast where we would be. I think lang na, but that's the objective sa akin is at the least testing at saka quarantine and just all those precautions kasi and then accurate reporting of cases and deaths para how can you build on ignorance and on false information ang hirap di ba, and then you're asking people to go back to work.
Yeah.
So at the same time, people kailangan magtrabaho. May study na ginawa may private study na ginawa yung mga tao sa commercials, no? And amongst the workers in commercials. And I guess if it's true there, it's true also amongst the movie and TV workers. Na ang lumalabas sa study that many workers are willing to go back. Mas importante sa kanila to go back to work kahit na magkasakit sila, no?
Yeah.
Because they have to put food on the table. So, talagang gipit na gipit tayo from all fronts. No, the lack of information, the lack of accurate information, I don't know what plan there is, and then the existing financial incapabilities natin ng mga tao at saka and I don't know if the funds, if the government, if we have public funds that are properly going to where they should be going.
Binawasan pa tayo ng major network.
Oh, kaya sa akin, I think it's still caution pa rin, but it's really hard to say. I don't know. I think ang major thing is testing muna lahat, get the right information out, get the quarantines out, and maybe if we can go back to work, at least, we need to verify na kung nag-slow down ba yung growth of cases.
Yeah.
We need to verify kung flat yung curve.
May napanood akong documentary about pandemics. So hindi lang ito. And they were studying all the epidemics mula pa noon. May dalawa raw paraan. You flatten the curve para pwedeng magamot. But the other paraan is just let all the sick ones be sick and pass away, which is not very human. No? Very inhuman yun. Yun ang mas mabilis. Yun ang hindi nag-flatten curve. Nag-peak siya na mataas, tapos naubos. Kasi sila lang lahat yun. Ang gusto sana natin, huwag mag-peak, pero tatagal siya. Yung mag-peak, mabilis. So, nervous ako ngayon dahil parang walang plano. Niisip ko, indirectly ba, parang yun ang sinasabi, o mag-peak na lang at maubos na lang.
Alam mo,
ako medyo
Ron, in The View, yung show sa States, si Whoopi Goldberg at saka si former governor of New Jersey na si Christie, nagkaroon sila ng argumento because it appeared like he was talking na, ganito talaga ito. May mga matatandang mamamatay na, baka siguro kailangan may mamatay na para bawasan na yung tao. Tinanong siya ni Whoopi. So, sabi mo sa akin, sino sa pamilya mo ang napili mong isacrifice para mamatay na? Hindi makasagot si Governor Christie. And then the discussion continued. Inulit ni Whoopi ang tanong. 3 times niyang tinanong. Hindi nakasagot si Governor. Kasi sinong magulang ang makakasagot nun? Sinong anak ang makakapagsabi? Okay na sa akin, sige, patayin na lang ang nanay ko.
Yeah.
Sinong makakapagsabi na okay na yung makulit naman yung batang yun eh. Okay na sa akin, tigukin niyo si Rafa. You can't do that as a mother. You, instead of encouraging people going to encourage the vaccine, the ganito, or complain against what your government is doing, instead of raising questions, what? You just willingly let a member of your family die as your contribution to the pandemic? Padaliin na lang natin. Huwag na natin antayin na ang sakit ng gumupo. Barilin mo na lang, saksakin mo. Hindi nakasagot si Christie doon sa sophist choice yung question.
Yes, exactly. Pero doon nga ako kinalabutan napanood ko yun, tapos bigla parang may ganong indirectly ginagawa ngayon na hayaan na lang natin, magkakaroon din yan ng survival of the fittest. Yan yung luma. Itong flattening the curve is also very new, very, very modern world kasi yan na parang lahat tayo magkaisa para kahit tumagal siya at mas mahaba, pero walang masyado walang
Pero let me ask,
walang mawawala. Kasi yung mabilis lang siya, pero isang big.
pero yung bang yung argument, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yung argument na yon, hindi ko pa napabalitaan. This is the first time I've heard that. Pero let me just ask, kasi yung argument na yon, let's say kung maubos na and all, sigurado mauubos yon. Kasi naman, di ba they used to say na it's just the elders na vulnerable, but now parang the younger ones. And then so, ganon. So, I mean, ano din na talaga ang reliable information. At saka parang it also comes to the, parang you get the feeling naman na parang wala namang, yan na nga, that's what you turn to kung wala ka talagang, if you don't really want to work at it, o kaya kung wala ka talagang plano, di ba? So parang, one thing also na I think that is exacting its toll dito in this whole crisis is parang if we don't watch out kasi, para kang piece by piece, slice by slice, we're giving up, as we rationalize na okay to kasi this is the time of the pandemic, slice by slice we're giving up. Okay, I understand in an emergency medyo we have to agree na we may have to suspend some basic rights to, let's say, right to yung mga assembly, right to ganyan, right to possibly some rights to privacy because we have to yung if you're sick or if you feel if you have COVID, you have to reveal it naman. It's a responsibility, di ba? So may mga ganun, pero hanggang doon naman lang yun. We have to be careful na we don't give up naman yung mga, we don't allow people to exploit this for political purposes o kaya dahil walang plano or walang other way, we'll just resort to the easy way of disciplining everybody na parang discipline ang kailangan or whatever, or militarizing things. It's not naman, di naman it's that we're not, hindi ganun ang direction noong momentary sacrificing your rights. It shouldn't go there, and we shouldn't allow it also to we shouldn't allow naman the government also to use this as an excuse, if ever, to go into charter change at this point, or things like that. So we just, we give up some rights to privacy, we give up some rights to assembly, pero otherwise, if we allow ourselves naman to give up more than that, more than this, because of this emergency, parang might wake up one day, wala na, parang where are we? Parang we're not even in the Philippines that we used to know. Parang ano yun, di ba?
Yes. So let's talk about do you think they're really, parang there's no rest for the wicked? They're really railroading their agenda to change the constitution, to curtail our freedoms. Are these just, do you think, parang paranoid? Or are we being paranoid? Or is this what's really going on?
Yeah, kasi why did they choose to shut down ABS-CBN now? Kasabay ng pandemic. Was it just really an issue of the franchise? If in February, BIR said no violation, SEC said no violation, lahat na ng government institutions, DOLE said walang violation, tapos biglang sinirahan. Was it really the franchise issue? Or did they want just lesser comments on what's going on? Kasi kailangan bang ngayong alisin ang ABS? I'm not saying that network is perfect because it's not.
Yeah.
ABS has also hurt me and some of my dearest friends in the past, but that is not the point. Ang punto is, kailangan bang ngayon sarhan yan? Na ang let us not forget na pinakamalaking reach ng mga networks sa probinsya sa panahon ng isang something like COVID na we learn things on a daily basis, o kaya sa isang panahon ng may ambo, kailangan natin ang gabay ng network na nagsasabi na ito po, ganito po ang speed ng travel ng bagyo at ganyan-ganyan. So again, bakit ngayon hindi ba makapag-antay? Diba? That's why, meron nga akong dating isang kakilalang tao na malapit sa akin yon. So napatawad ko na naman yung bata. Pero nag-crack ng joke, no? Sanabi, pwede bang barilin na lang daw yung mga mahihirap na lumalabas para wag nang kumalat yung COVID. meant it as a joke.
Ganyan talaga.
Ang galit ko.
Mentality.
Ang sinabi ko, kaya kanina, isa sa mga post ko kanina, nagwawala ka sa mga nagpunta sa mall kahapon. Quiet ka doon sa nagmanyanita at saka lumipad papuntang Davao ng palihim. Be fair naman. Sabihin mo na, don't make a joke out of people's lives.
Yes.
I mean, remember that sundalo, si Ragos, yung pinatay?
Yes.
Yes.
O yung parang may mental health issue. Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
ang naging wish ko na, iyak ko nun eh. Ang naging wish ko na lang para sa kanya, kasi di ba sabi nila, just before you die, you get a flashback of your life. So, my prayer was that yung sarhento na yun, si Winston Ragos, na sana nung malapit na siyang mamatay, sana hindi siya nag-flashback para hindi niya naalala na once upon a time sundalo siya, lumaban siya sa Marawi para sa kanyang bayan dahil binarili siya ng isang kapwa niya uniformado. Ang sakit nun, yung mga ganon. Yung mga mahihirap, yung mga maliliit na tao, kayang-kaya niyong upakan ng paminta, sasabihin niyo, you're so irresponsible, why do you go out?
Yeah.
Did you ever get angry at Coco? You were silent. So, diba? Pantay-pantay niyo naman ang trato.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ako lungkot. Na-move din ako dun. Nanduluha ako dun. Yeah, if he remembered suddenly that he too was like them, then this same uniformed people ang babarit. Parang it's parang adding insult to the death.
Yeah, did he have a flashback as he was dying? Did he tell himself, was this the country that I died for? That I fought for? Hirap nun.
Yeah. Wow. I'm speechless.
Ako rin.
Maybe for the last 10 minutes, will it be too much to ask? So what's your plan of action? Or do you have meron po ba kayong naiisip na forms of engagement or
Ako rin, sir. Parang kahawig din. Pagsamahin na nila yung tinatanong mo at yung tatanong ko sa kanilang huling mga huling bahagi. Itong Vadis somehow paralyzed us. Itong Vadis, itong COVID ay paralyzed us at para tayong stagnant. And ibig sabihin ng Vadis is, where are you marching? So even in our seeming stagnation, how can we remain marching? Ano mga yun siguro lang gusto kong tanong, no? Anong engagement, anong para hindi tayo na paralyze at natenga.
Where does your hope lie? Siguro.
Oo nga po. So yun po, hindi ko alam kung ma-unify niyo yung tanong namin ni Sir Jovi. Saan po tayo? Yun po, para sa ating mga tagapakinig.
Ako sa akin, we should just keep connected pa rin sa mga sa mga nangyayari, but at least this way through the media o kaya social media, traditional media, social media, and then let our thoughts be known, di ba? Kasi kahit na most of the time nakakulong tayo, although marami na nag-lift na rin yung general, ano tawag yan, yung extended, no? So, but still I think it's most advisable pa rin to stay home kung hindi naman kailangan lumabas and still make our our voices heard through social media o kaya through traditional ways. Tapos as far as the work goes naman, may mga companies or there are businesses that are going back with but I think it's good to have very strict rules on pagbabalik man. Like alam ko ang intindi ko, there's some shooting activity going to happen, pero talaga ila-lockdown na yung mga everybody, the actors, the staff, the crew, ila-lockdown in the location mga 2 weeks before shooting. So just to quarantine everybody before having them mix with each other. So may mga ganon plans, no? So meron naman mga precautions. But it's really ang mahirap talaga, ang kalaban dito is complacency kasi parang ang tagal na parang ano din tayo, di ba? Nakulong tayo for 2 months ba yun? And then parang gusto makawala. But it's very easy kasi ang kalaban natin is this we can't see it. It's this it's walang value system yung kalaban eh. It will just you can't outwit, walang brains. It will just seek whatever opening it can get. Kaya yung complacency of hindi tayo pwede talaga lumabas lang and just we have to always think all the time, 100% of the time, kailangan ba ako lumabas dito or quarantine, 2-meter distancing, whatever, all of those things. You cannot let the guard down. So I think yun ang nakakapagod, but it's important. But anyway, yeah, we have to have our voices heard at saka go back only if you have go out when only kung kailangan at saka go to work if the conditions are safe for it and very strict, such as yung mga quarantines na gano'n.
All right. Thanks, Direk.
Bibeth.
Nice seeing you.
Thank you, Direk. Miss Bibeth, ano po, so di naman tayo nakaparadish at nakastagnate even in our quarantine. Ano po yung may papayo natin sa mga sarili natin?
I'm putting hope that the people who voted for this government realize and admit that they made a mistake. I'm sorry, but that's all that I have to say.
Yes, if only for that, then we would have learned something. Yes. So Ron, let's say goodbye to our wonderful guest. I think.
Yeah.
I think if hindi naman yata tama yun. We don't see the light when it's clear as daylight.
Isang magandang dinulot nito kung meron man, halimbawa si Ma'am Bibeth, matagal na nating naiimbitahan, pero taga-South eh. So, kailan natin papunta sa radio show na?
That's true. Dati pa natin iniisip na imbitahan.
Pero ma'am,
Uy, Ron, nag-guest na ako dyan sa show ni Noel Ferrer. Nagkasalubong tayo. Papasok na ako dun sa show ni Noel Ferrer.
Oo nga pala. So, kayang-kaya mo pala. Pero ibig ko lang sabihin, hindi lang po kayo, ma'am. Siguro ito. So, napaka-laking pagkakataon to na mas kaya-kaya natin gawin dahil nandito tayo sa modang ito ng radio show natin. So, isa siguro yun. So, tuwan-tuwa kami sa wakas. Hindi lang si Miss Bibeth, pati na rin si Direk Carlitos. Dalawa sa pinaka maningning at pinagkukunang liwanag din ng maraming tao. Salamat po sa inyong
liwanag sa teatro.
At sana manatili kayo sa anumang paraan na maiimbento ngayong COVID-19, ngayong quarantine time, kung paano makapagdulot.
Pero maganda ng palabas yan, Bibeth.
But I'll ask you guys a question quick lang before we go. Kayong dalawa.
Yes. Apa.
Do you have DDS friends that have remained friends with you?
Ako wala pa.
I never, sa FB, I never unfriended or blocked anyone because most
I did. Is that the question?
Ako naman. Most of my, kasi hindi naman kami nag-uusap ng ganun pag magkaharap sa social media lang eh. So sa social media, hindi ko piniling alisin sila. Kasi yung nga, naghihinayang ako ngayon, nakakita ko ng mga post ng mga taong talagang piling ko dapat sana marinig nila. Hindi naman sila, naka-block na sila. So ako na yung nag-share para baka marinig nila. So I kept it that way. But I agree, Ms. Bibeth, nakaka-dismaya talaga. Okay? But I do not want to let go and block them. Kahit galit na galit ako because ultimately the messages I want to convey are for them, not for my echo chamber friends. So yun lang po.
I have some na we still get in touch and we still try to convince each other. Pero meron ding mga dating nandoon na lumipat na at umamin na sa akin na nagsisisi sila. Meron ng gano'n.
Yes. That's
Yun
good.
din ang hope ko. Kaya po, hindi ko sila binablock. Yeah.
At saka it's good to know kung anong iniisip ng lahat ng tao eh.
That's also true. That's why I keep them.
Sige,
Pero meron na din
Ako,
ako
I keep
ilan
them. I
friends.
really wonder. Ako wala. Parang wala na. Basta wag lang ako bastusin. Yun, thank you ma'am for asking. Yes.
yes.
But kala ko naman you were asking kasi to ask us to get rid of them. Yung pala ikaw mismo.
No.
You have friends. Oh, you pala. You have friends pala. No?
Oh, but yeah, kasi although I've had friends na pinutol ko na. Pinutol ko na, like I have this, she was my best friend in high school. But scientist sa laboratorio nagkatrabaho. She hated the Inquirer. Every day she would send me texts from Toronto about how much she hated the Inquirer. I said, why? Nakabasa ka na ba? And then sabi niya, hindi. Kasi may mga vlogger pala doon na talagang sinisiraan lang si ganitong tao, si Inquirer na ganito. Hindi pa niya nabasa ang Inquirer kahit kailan. Hinate niya ang Inquirer. And then when we were talking and then exchanging, and then I was giving her, yun sa aming chat group, kasi 50 years na kami dahil nag-graduate kami in high school, 1970. But ayaw niyang i-give up yung hatred niya sa Inquirer at ang sabi niya sa akin, nagtampuro siya sa akin kasi hindi ko rin mahal ang presidenteng mahal niya, si Duterte. So kung pinagpalit niya ako kay Duterte, and she told me already, I gave her up na. High school best friend ko yun.
Yeah.
I wasn't asking her to give up her love for
Yes,
Duterte.
because somehow
I was
it's personal.
asking
Sabi nila,
her-
politics daw, wag lang personal.
Kaya nga, I was asking her to respect what I was pointing out. She wouldn't even read what I would send her. She would even say na hindi marunong magsulat ng mga Inquirer. Mabasa niyo sana ang English ng high school classmate ko na hanggang ngayon napakasama. You can take some people out of Sampaloc, but you cannot take Sampaloc out of them.
Yes, I agree completely. So Bibeth, you're still you. My gosh, such an honor to have met you. And Direk. So unfortunately, we have reached the end of our rope.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank you again. Direk Carlos and Miss Bibeth. Yeah.
and thank you to sa viewers.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yes, apo. Ay, nako.
Oh, Ron,
This is so
Talo-
star-studded.
Ron, talo ka ng asawa ko. Ang buhok mo humaba na ng ganyan. Ang asawa ko, siya ang naggupit sa sarili niyang buhok.
Takot ako. Kung ahit lang, nasusugat ako. Ito pa.
Okay. Thank you guys.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. I miss you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Beth. Thank you very much. Very enlightening. Very
Bye,
inspiring.
bye.
Salamat po.
Thanks.
Salamat po. Salamat po.
See you.
See you.
So Ron, that's our show today. See you next week.
So, Miss Bibeth, thank you next week, Miss Bibeth. Thank you.
Meron? Ano nga ba ang meron? Paano nga bang mabuhay ng tapat sa meron? Don't you wish you can relive your philo classes? The terror teachers? The terrible oral exams? Or the even terrifying but liberating and life-changing aha moments? Lundagin Mo Beybeh! Here's your chance! Lundagin Mo Beybeh! Kasama ang mga pilosopong sina Jovi Miroy at Ron Capinding. Lundagin Mo Beybeh! Leaping upward, leaping forward. Lundagin Mo Beybeh. Leaping to greater heights, to greater wisdom, to greater magis. Lundag na, ating!